Good morning. We've got Cody's going to show us how to do an anchovy head presentation. We're out on the Queen Charlotte Islands. We've been trolling cut plug herring and spoons and doing very well, but we're going to try an anchovy presentation, which is smaller. Different ways to rig it. Tell us about it.
Well, there's 10,000 different ways to rig an anchovy. All of them work, but everybody eventually finds their own right way of doing it. And this is mine. A buddy of mine showed me how to do this, and kind of went from there. Nice thing about the anchovy is a smaller presentation, and most of what the fish here are eating are needlefish. And though we don't have anchovies in the water, it's a very good imitation of it.
Oh, I'm looking at the herring we've been using. They're about twice that size.
Yeah, it's a real mouthful. Especially when smaller fish or when they're not hitting it real hard, they can really get these in easy.
Okay.
So this is your basic anchovy teaser head made by a company called Reese Davies. There's a few different companies that make them, but you'll see these everywhere. I know it's natural that fish wear little green helmets, but green glow seems to work real well. Your pin is what holds it in place right there. And the next thing you need to do is get the bend in your anchovy. The bend gives you the spin, and the spin entices the fish. So a lot of different ways to do it. All I like to do is I keep the bait perfectly flat, hold it up, and I'll just kick the tail straight up.
So you're bending the tail up towards its back, towards the dorsal.
Straight up. So I just want it all in line, kick that tail straight up. I put one toothpick, find the spine, go along it. And I'll usually put a second one just to support it. That should wear him. Right there.
And now you force the tail up.
Yeah, well I held the tail up, and by jamming those against the spine, kept it up.
Now what does that do? It'll give it a spin in the water? Or?
That's going to act as a
rudder?
Kind of a rudder. It's not going to keep it in place, but it's going to make it spin kind of like a bullet. Next thing I need to do is place my hooks. I take my first hook, put it just behind the dorsal fin, sink it in tight, just like that. My second hook, my trailer, I leave free.
Oh, it's just free?
Yeah, just free, yep. Now we can have a look at this and see how it dances in the water here. Everybody does a different roll. A lot of people do a roll that imitates a crippled bait fish. What I try to go for is just a fish swimming along. So it looks like that tail is just kicking along, making it swim. Very nice tight roll. To me, that's very natural and easy for a fish to eat.